do you feel like you've improved the most this year over your time last year?
I feel real comfortable with my decision making. I think pre-snap, seeing looks, seeing defenses, seeing what pressures they could bring, and then post-snap confirming that with what they do in the defense, and then making my decision based on that. I feel like I've really taken a big step, and that's, the most important thing in quarterback is decision making and ball security. So I feel like that's part of the biggest thing.
Were you frustrated at all at the end of last year when you didn't get a chance to win the bowl game or in the final game of the season?
No, I don't think frustration is the word. I think I'm the next man up. I was always ready. So, it wasn't really frustration. That wasn't the word, no sir.
Different spring, different competition battle.
Yes,
What's kind of the dynamic like with this group as opposed to last?
Yeah, I think the mentality stays the same. Keep being the best version of myself I can be. Improve every single day. Come in, spend extra time, try to work the hardest, and just let the coach's decision take care of itself.
Making the jump to the college level, it's a pretty big jump speed-wise and everything. Apart from just repping it out, how do you approach, getting more comfortable with processing the game, whether it be film or getting with your teammates? How do you approach that?
It's 100% film. I spent a lot of time up here on the past month or so, and I feel like that has paid off. My decision making has been a lot more comfortable, more fast, and I feel like that is a testament to how much time I put in.
Was there a point over the last couple of months where that clicked for you, the decision making, or when did that kind of take place?
100%. I remember vividly, we had a morning meeting about a month ago. We were talking about protections, and then we went out and had a walkthrough, and it was just it just clicked, like you said, and it was beautiful, and I was so happy. And I called Coach Dillingham. I was like, Coach, it's clicking. And he was just happy for me.
After having just talked to him, it sounds like that's something he loves to hear. What has the chemistry relationship with you and him been like so far?
It's been really tight. I feel like Coach Dillingham was a young and really energetic coach. You guys see him running around on the field a lot. He's got great energy. He's a really smart offensive mind. He knows what he's doing. And then his energy just adds on top of that. So
he's from Arizona as well as you, and we were just talking. He said he heard about you when you were like 8th grade. He tried to recruit you. You obviously came here.
Yeah.
Did you know him really at all? What's it kind of like now getting an opportunity to work with him?
Yeah, it was cool. He came by my school when I was, I think, a sophomore or junior when he was at Florida State. And he sent me a picture like after he first got here, of a picture he took of me in my coach's office when I was a junior in high school, and I was a baby. It's just funny to see. It was me and my best friend, in high school, and now here we are. So it's a small world, and yeah.
This spring, between the quarterbacks in particular, how have you guys struck a balance between competing with each other and also trying to help each other out and make sure the whole room grows together?
I think the main goal is being successful as a team. So whether it's me giving Bo a tip or asking him a question, or him helping me out, because he's been in college football, played a whole lot at a high level. So using Bo and Jay and Coach Dillingham as resources is the best thing I could possibly do. I feel like being negative to your teammates, especially in your same position group, can do nothing but hurt the team, and that's not what you want.
What's one thing you've learned from Bo so far in the short time ago?
He does a great job making things relatable to how I think. We think very similar. I really like Bo. He's been a blessing to me these past couple months. I'm gonna go off on a little tangent here. Bo has been a big blessing to me, and I'm very grateful for everything he's done, especially for this team, myself. Everyone likes to pin the quarterbacks against each other, especially for competing, and it'll never be like that with me and Bo, even Butters. But me and Bo, he's done a great job leading the team, coming in humble and hardworking. So I have nothing but good things to say about Bo.
When we watch you out there practicing, it seems like you guys are kind of, even after every rep, kind of chatting about things. Is that, what kind of instruction is he giving, or instruction are you sharing with him?
Whether it's I'm running by, hey, did you see what the safety did? Was my decision right? Or if it's, did you see the Mike blitz or the whatever happened? We'll just ask what each other saw, what we would have done, and how we can go from there.
A lot of the offensive line comes back, but yourself included, a lot of young pieces of this offense that are hoping to make a good impact this year. Does it feel like kind of a fresh start with a new staff in here? What's the mood of you guys as an offense?
I think we're very, like you said, young and hungry. The skill positions especially, people like Dante Thornton, Josh Gonzalez, Chris Hudson have been putting in extra work, crazy work, being extra vocal leaders. They've done such a good job being so positive and working so hard. I'm really proud of these guys of how they've handled themselves with this coaching transition and coming into this new season, not bringing any negativity and just being all uplifting and hardworking.
What type of growth have you seen from the receiver room, like Dante Thornton, Troy Franklin, Chris Hudson? What have you seen from them since the end of last season?
A special praise to Dante. He's been out here acting like a senior, and he's the same age as me, so he's put in an extra amount of work. Troy's obviously, you see him, he's really talented, makes explosive plays. He's more of a quiet guy, and he'll get the job done. He's always locked in mentally. He does a really good job locking in mentally. And then Chris Hudson's just a dog. He'll win your one-on-one matchups. He'll be right, whether it's man or zone, if he's breaking it off or keeping it vertical. He's just always in the right spot and always making a crazy play for you. So.
When you say acting like a senior in Dante's case, what are some examples of that? Just how he carries himself, but also on the field. What's the kind of the role there?
He's an extra vocal leader. I mean, he's his leadership role from last year to this year. I don't know if anyone talked to him about it, but he's elevated it tenfold. Like he's helped bring people up. He's helped his receivers with the routes. He's locked in so mentally. He's spent so much time up here. I see him up here whenever I'm up here. So that's a lot.
What's something that you've been kind of emphasizing to work on this off season so far?
I think something a quarterback can always work on is accuracy and decision making. I think locking into the film room, being comfortable with what you're doing with the ball can always make everything easier on yourself.
A lot of young backs on this roster. Byron returns, a little bit of a more known commodity, but Sean Dollar's coming back healthy, and Noah Whittington's a new arrival. What have you seen from those guys in the backfield?
Yeah, I mean, those plays are so explosive. I mean, we're doing a lot of stuff with those guys, whether it's, I'm not going to say a whole lot, but they are very good players. I mean, Byron's going to be huge in the run game and the pass game, so is Sean. Noah coming in, he's going to be great. I mean, everybody is going to really help the team, so I'm really happy about that.
Coach Dillingham says that he wants his quarterbacks to be addicted to this growth and success. Do you feel like you are addicted to that growth and success that he talks about?
Yes, ma'am. I mean, that's the perfect word I would say. It's so much fun, and I get so much joy out of doing it right and, putting in all the time that I do, and then it shows out on the field. It just makes me so happy. So, I mean, that's part of the reason I'm out here enjoying the sport so much is because I'm really, obsessed with what I do.
Sorry, this is a repeat, but how did you handle back in January when the transfer does come in? Because your fan base is obviously very big on you. You served as the backup last year. A lot of people thought certainly you'd be the starter.
Yes, sir.
So how do you handle when a guy comes in who's got 3 years as a starter?
I mean, that really doesn't have any effect on my mentality coming in. I mean, I'm trying to learn the offense as best I can, just execute as best I can, and let the coach's decisions, take care of itself. I'll do my best to put myself in the best situation, and then whatever they see fit to help the team, they'll do.
As you've gone about learning the offense, which version of the HUNH are you watching most? Are you watching mostly Memphis, Florida State, Auburn? Which one?
It's actually a mix of a lot of things. We do a lot of Memphis. This morning was a lot of Memphis. We watched a lot of Florida State. Not a whole lot of Auburn, but I mean, we mix it up. Yeah.
In the verbiage, I know its base is numeric, but I know coaches changing it up a little bit. Just what is that like learning a little bit of a different system? Because I know in its core, there's play cards on the sideline, there's all these numbers running around and stuff, a lot of deception. What's just like the learning process like?
It's fun. I like when it's a lot going on and then you see it, you digest it all, and you get it right. It's so satisfying to me. So it is a lot, and I like having a lot on my plate. I like having the ball in my corner. So yeah.
What type of presence have you seen from Chase Cota so far? I know he's a transfer veteran, but he's also new on this team. So what type of presence have you had with this receiver room?
He's an older guy, so he's obviously more experienced. He knows a little bit more about the game, when to get friendly with the quarterback, how to pick me up if I make a bad throw or whatever it is. He's done a great job learning the offense in 2 days. I mean, it's crazy. He came out here day 2 and knew every single play, didn't ask a single question. So you also see him making great catches. I don't know if y'all saw the big post that he caught earlier today for me. So he's a very explosive receiver. He's very sneaky. You just look at him, you don't think he'll blow by somebody, but he'll take off and then put one in the box. So yeah, he's a great receiver.
How do you feel like this new offense really showcases the versatility of some of those players?
Yes, ma'am. I feel like we do a lot with our speed and our athleticism, taking advantage of matchups and leverage and stuff like that, because we have some dogs at receiver like Seven, Tay, Chris, Chach, whoever you want to name. But we also do a lot of stuff with physicality in the box, whether it's pounding the ball with our great tight ends and our great O-line, returning seniors, and our big backs. So we do a lot of things mixed up, and yeah.
A lot of parts of your game jump out on the film, whether it's the speed, the arm strength, mobility. What kind of quarterback do you want to be known as?
That's a good question. I feel like the best thing you can be as a quarterback is right, putting the ball in the right spots, making the right decisions and taking care of the football. So whether it's I'm running the ball for 300 yards in one game and throwing for 500 in the next, whatever helps the team out the best is what I'm going to do.
This is your second spring. Just looking back last year, just how much growth have you personally had, whether it's in practice or just the understanding of the routine of football?
Yes, sir.
Where's your growth been?
I feel like the growth has been a testament to the work that, not just myself, but the entire team puts in. When we're all locked in on the same level, it's so much easier to be smooth. Whether, if it's a guy up here and a guy down here, it's kind of rocky with the team. So I'm so proud of these guys, the way we work, on and off the field. Just lock it into the transition, the new offense and everything, and then just getting on the field and busting our butts to make plays.
What do you want to
Last
accomplish
question.
the next 3 weeks, Ty, and how will you define success? Like on April 25th, a couple days after the spring game, after that final Monday practice, you'll feel like you succeeded if you do what?
I feel like if I put myself in the best position to help the team, whether it's as a starter, as a backup, as whatever, if I'm in practice making big plays, making the right decisions, not necessarily big plays, making the right decisions. That's where I want to see myself being right more times than not. Hopefully a lot more times than not. So, yes, sir.
All right, thanks, Ty.
Of course.
you.
Yeah, no problem.
Appreciate
Thank you,
it, Ty.
guys.
Good day.
You too.